my favorite topic. Why? Number one reason why you can't learn to sell. Very simple. One biggest reason is implementing feedback. You can't or you don't know how implement feedback effectively. What is it? What does it actually mean on human language? It means when people tell you what to do, you don't do it. Are you stupid or what's happening with you? Let's say you join a new company and then the manager or the CEO or the person that has been selling it the product or services tells you, hey, you need to do X, Y, and Z. And then you go and you do Z, Y, and A. Why? Like your job, in order to successfully learn, you need to adapt a very important Japanese philosophy where whatever teacher is saying is true. So whatever sensei tells you to do, you do it immediately, no question asked. The sensei knows better. The person that is in the company is teaching you, is willing to teach you. You are so disrespectful if you don't do the thing that they're telling you to do. Because if somebody decides to spend time with you to teach you how to sell the way that they know is working, and then you don't do and adapt it, you are already on the way to get out of the company very quickly. Because if you don't do the thing that you're being told to, then how can you actually learn? How can you adapt? And I will talk about this later in the video. The main problem why you don't do the thing that you're being told to do the thing is probably either your ego, your fear, or your distrust. And we're going to deal with that later. But the most important thing is you need to understand that the sensei always knows the better. If there's someone who is mentoring, who's teaching you in the company, he knows the best. You are going there, you're listening to what the person has to say, and then you go and implement everything blindly. Like you don't try to change it, don't modify it, like just go and do the thing. Because the moment when you implement that feedback and you start doing something, you learn something new. You understand that the thing that your manager is telling you, it works, and certain part of it doesn't work, or it doesn't work for you, or maybe you want to change it a little bit. You only can change it after you have done what your sensei told you to do a couple of times, and then you change it with your own thing from your past experience or the thing that you learned online. You improve the thing that your sensei told you to do, and you only get a moral obligation to go to your manager and say, hey, I like this thing that we're doing. Actually, if we do it like this will give a better result. You only get a chance to do this after you blindly followed what the people in the company told you to do. Then you did this a couple of times, you found an inefficiency, and then you solve that inefficiency and in a repeatable way, that it's not only you that can do the thing. And only then you can go to your manager and say, hey, I found this thing, this is how we can change it, and I think it's going to be beneficial for the company. That's the main reason why most of the people, they hear what the people want, like what sensei is telling them, and they go and they start implementing their own thing, and then it kind of doesn't work, and there is like a big problem in understanding each other. Your opinion can wait. Your knowledge can wait. Your experience can wait. If you join a new company, even if you've been selling a similar thing, it doesn't really matter. Everything will be different. The people that you're working with, how the company is able to deliver, the buying persona can be different, the product can be different. There is a lot of nuances. So whenever you're choosing or going into the new company, you basically are learning from zero. So you only have a moral right to say, hey, I actually know better than you, when you have done the thing the same amount of time, or when you have done the thing that your manager is telling you to do, and then you go and you say, hey, I found the thing and it will work better. Like, what do you think about it? And the three most important things why you can't really do it right now is your ego, because you think too much of yourself, you think too much of your experience, too much of the things that you think that, out of the box, knowing zero about the market, knowing zero about the product, you can actually spot things and improve things that people that are selling it on day-to-day can't. Well, technically, you can do it if you are very knowledgeable, very smart, and you have a more strategical mind. Because then you can basically find inefficiencies on the market, or you can find things that the people that are in the process, they simply don't see them. But in order for learning how to do the thing, in learning how to do the selling, you need to follow instructions like soldiers following the orders. Blindly, you don't ask questions. You just go and do the thing. And once you find an efficiency, only then you have a moral obligation on your observation to go correct it, and only then go to your manager and tell, hey, can I do it like this? Your fear, you're just afraid to try new things. You're afraid to trust the other person, which also comes into the distrust. You don't really trust that the other way that people are selling is going to work for you. And if you don't have that, if you don't have trust, if you don't have, if you do not want to relate to what other people are telling you, if you are thinking that they're sharing wrong information with you, then this is the problem. This is going to be a big blocker in terms of your learning curve. You will spend way more time in the company learning the thing that is very easy, very straightforward. And in most of the cases, it will result in you being laid off from the company very fast. Because if somebody is unable to learn the best way to sell, then they are basically not an asset. That's it. Web3 Sales Gym, if you're first time on this channel, subscribe, like. If you're not the first time on this channel, share with friends. I'm not going to get off from you guys. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I will get there, and I need your support. You can make it today. If 200 of you goes and sends this to your friends, and your friends are subscribing, we're 1,000 subscribers like this. That's mostly it. Web3 Sales Gym, Nikolai, yours. See you in June. Bye bye.